Hey there, family. It's Dan with One Amyloidosis Voice, and I'd like to invite you to this Wednesday's Somebody to Talk to Amyloidosis Outreach session. It starts at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, just as always. And this week's topic is titled The Power of Rituals. Now, during the amyloidosis process, or I should say during the amyloidosis journey, there's so many ups and downs, and you get hit with unexpected challenges and emotional issues and whatnot, and changes in therapies, and all of a sudden, the power of rituals to keep you on track, to keep you focused, to keep you steady is really second to none. And I'm going to break that down for you and show you how specifically to implement rituals in your life to enhance your amyloidosis journey. So again, I encourage you to join us this Wednesday. It's a private Zoom call. You can register below in the comments section. 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. Here's how the process works. We start promptly at the start time. We welcome everybody in for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then we introduce the expert who talks about the topic of the day. They speak for about 11 to 15 minutes, if you will, and then we open it up for questions, conversation, comments from all of our participants from around the world. It's incredible to hear the amyloidosis patients have discussions back and forth about what they've used, how they've adjusted to things, and it's just tremendous. So I invite you to come on board and join us. This week's session was amazing. We talked about how to tap into your personal power, how to tap into or how to reclaim your personal power. And what is your personal power? Your personal power is your ability to influence yourself and others to do things, but more importantly, influence yourself to get things done when you don't feel like it. Complaining gets to be like a disease where you're complaining about the weather, you're complaining about the day, you're complaining about your body, you're complaining about this. And so every time somebody gets around you, you hear a complaint. Now, what happens and why this is important is two things. Number one, it's called the law of association. You remember Pavlov's dogs back in the day, right? The dogs were, they were hungry. Pavlov fed them less than he should have. So for lunch, he put out some food. They were in a controlled environment. Put out food, rang a bell, the dogs would salivate and eat. For lunch, bring out the food, ring a bell, the dogs would salivate, they would eat. Dinner, bring out the food, ring the bell, dogs would salivate and eat. Pretty soon the dogs knew that the bell meant food. So pretty soon all they had to do is ring the bell, the dogs started to salivate. And so that's called conditioning, right? So when we as people, and it doesn't matter if we have amyloidosis or not, but the fact is, nobody wants to be around somebody that's always complaining. So when if you're doing that, and every time you go over to someone's house, and every time you're going over somewhere, you're complaining or you're a victim, pretty soon you don't get invited anymore because you're bringing them a certain feeling. So how to take your personal power back is just to remember there's no complaining allowed. Right? If you've got something to fix, fix it. I mean, we all go through things where, hey, I'm having issues with this, or hey, I'm having issues with that. Well, that's fine. Bring it to the table and let's get it done. So your action step is no need to say anything if it's going to be negative. Sharing about your situation is different. That's just sharing the news. But complaining is a disease. So no complaining. Tremendous back and forth from our participants. So come on and join us this Wednesday, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. Somebody to Talk to outreach session, The Power of Rituals. Simply register below, and I'll see you there.